Everybody sees me as this perfect girl who gets whatever she wants from her parents, has all her friends around her, and that she's so smart that one day she'll get accepted into one of the best colleges out there. But nobody understands what I feel, what I go through every day, and the stress that I deal with because I push myself so hard to be a perfectionist. I would always go to school with a smile on, making sure nobody would notice that I was upset or stressed out. But I hated doing it because everybody would think I'm fine, but I wasn't. I needed somebody to talk to. I needed somebody to cry to. I was just so stressed, and this stress was hurting me. I was always getting sick to a point that I lost 15 pounds, and I had a blood pressure of 220. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't realize being a perfectionist and a pessimist could be so conflicting. I would ask my teachers 20 questions at a time, making sure that my work looks perfect, even ask my friends to read it 2 times to make sure it sounded right. I would always make sure everything was at tip-top shape. But at the same time, I always would think negative. I would always say to myself, what would happen if I do bad on this test? Or what would happen if I don't hand in this paper? Oh my God, I'm not gonna pass this test. I'm not gonna pass the SAT. I'm not gonna pass anything. And being a pessimist, you always think of the worst possible things that could happen to you. And for me, I did. Every single time I would do anything that I had for school, for work. No matter how hard I tried to push myself to think positive and to think that everything is gonna be fine, I just couldn't. I would always think of the negatives that every day when I come home from school, I would cry and be so upset that I would tell my mother, I just can't do this anymore. But she would always tell me to look at the positives, and I shouldn't look at the negatives. But being a pessimist, no matter how much you try, it would always be by you. You will always think of the negatives, no matter how. That's why I always hated talking to people about being stressed. They'd always get annoyed with me and then think that I'm just being rude or annoying and saying that I'm just overthinking everything and I need to calm down. But they don't understand it's hard enough for me to calm down. I can't, because I'm always thinking of what can happen, and I just need someone there who I can talk to help me realize everything's gonna be fine. And sometimes I don't realize how it's affecting others. It's not just affecting myself, it's affecting my family and it's affecting my friends. But I hate that people just can't realize or see the problems and the struggles that I have because they think I'm just perfectly fine. So maybe now you'll see me as a human who struggles at life like everybody does, and not a perfectionist as everybody sees me as.